Little girl begs Mafia Don, who wanted to take her mother away. The rain feels like needles against my skin. Each drop, a small punishment for sins I didn't know I'd committed. I stand at the edge of the cliff, the ocean roaring somewhere far below in the darkness. And all I can think is, at least Mira will be safe with him. The gun is pointed directly at my chest. I can see it through the curtain of rain, steady in the Mafia Don's hand. His men form a semicircle around me, their faces hard and expressionless, carved from the same stone as this god-forsaken cliff. I close my eyes. At least I managed to get what I needed from them. The documents, the leverage, the proof, all of it safely tucked away where Marcus will find it, where he can use it to finally break free from this life. My daughter will grow up with a father who is free, who can love her without looking over his shoulder. That's worth this, isn't it? That's worth everything. Any last words? The Don's voice cuts through the rain, smooth as whiskey, cold as the gun in his hand. I open my mouth to speak, to tell him that he's making a mistake, that I'm not who he thinks I am. But then I hear it. Mummy! No. Mira. She's running toward me, her little legs stumbling over the uneven ground, her pink raincoat, the one with the bunny ears on the hood, plastered to her tiny body. Her face is streaked with tears and rain, her brown eyes wide with terror. My brown eyes. The eyes she inherited from me. Mira! I scream, but one of the men catches her before she can reach me. She kicks and thrashes in his arms, her small voice piercing through the storm. Let my mummy go! Let her go! I forget about the gun. I forget about everything. I throw myself forward, falling to my knees in front of the Don, my hands clasped together like a prayer. The mud soaks through my jeans, but I don't care. I don't care about anything except the little girl screaming behind me. Please, I'm begging, my voice breaking. Please, don't hurt her. She's just a baby. She doesn't know anything about this. She has nothing to do with any of this. Please. I'm begging you. Mummy, I want my mummy. Please, I'm sobbing now, the rain mixing with my tears until I can't tell which is which. Kill me. Do whatever you want to me, but please let her go. She's innocent. She's just a child. The Don looks down at me, his expression unreadable. He's younger than I expected, maybe mid-30s, with sharp features and eyes that seem to see straight through me. He tilts his head slightly, studying me like I'm some kind of curious specimen. Take the girl, he says calmly to his men. No! I lurch forward, but someone grabs my arms, holding me back. No, please, I'll do anything you want. Just don't hurt her. Don't take her away from me. Mira's screams reach a fever pitch. Mummy, no, don't let them take me. Mummy! Mira, baby, it's okay, I'm shouting now, struggling against the hands that hold me. It's going to be okay. Mummy loves you. Mummy loves you so much. I have a reputation to maintain, the Don says, his voice cutting through the chaos with disturbing ease. He crouches down in front of me, bringing himself to eye level. This close, I can see the scar that runs along his jawline, barely visible in the darkness. But the enmity is between me and that twat of a husband who betrayed my mafia, and the Russian mafia, for that matter. Not your beautiful daughter, who has your eyes, by the way. I stare at him, my breath coming in ragged gasps. Then let her go, please. She has nothing to do with this. Where is your husband? He asks, his tone almost conversational, as if we're discussing the weather and not my daughter's life. He left, I say quickly. He just left. He said he was going to take care of Mira, that he'd keep her safe, but he left her at the apartment alone. I heard her crying and I ran back, but then your men were there and... The words tumble out in a rush, desperate and pleading. Please, if you're going to kill someone, kill me, but don't hurt her. She'll have no one if you take me. No one. The Don's eyes narrow. But your husband said he was going to take care of her, didn't he?
Yes, but he lied. The admission burns my throat. He left her. He just left her. Mommy, don't leave me. Mira's voice is hoarse now from screaming. Please don't leave me. I won't, baby, I call back to her, though I don't know if it's a promise I can keep. Mommy's right here. The Don stands, looking down at me with something that might be pity or might be contempt. I can't tell. So you were working with your husband all this while, he says slowly, as if piecing together a puzzle. All this time. I nod, seeing no point in lying now. Yes, I was working with him. Even though you knew what he'd done, what he'd stolen from us. He doesn't deserve to die, I say fiercely, lifting my chin, despite the fact that I'm kneeling in the mud, despite the gun still pointed at my head. He made a mistake, yes, but he's not a bad man. He's good. He loves Mira. He loves me. He was trying to get out, to give us a better life. I couldn't just let him. I couldn't let you kill him. I love him. I can't imagine my life without him. The Don stares at me for a long moment. Then he laughs. It's not a cruel laugh exactly, but it's not kind either. It's the laugh of someone who knows something you don't, who finds your ignorance almost endearing in its naivete. You must be a big fool, he says, almost gently. I blink up at him, rain streaming into my eyes. What? Your lover, he continues, his voice taking on a sardonic edge, apparently can imagine his life without you quite easily, because he's the one who leaked your location to us. He's the one who told us where to find you. The world stops. The rain stops. My heart stops. What? The word comes out as barely a whisper. He gave you up as his guarantor, the Don explains, and there's something almost like sympathy in his eyes now. In case anything happened to him, in case the deal went south, he made sure we'd have you. He was quite certain you'd be good collateral. Said you'd do anything for him. Looks like he was right about that at least. No, that's not possible. Marcus wouldn't, he couldn't. But even as I think it, pieces start clicking into place. The way he'd been so insistent that I stay at the apartment tonight, the way he'd kissed Mira's forehead with such finality, the way he looked at me this morning, like he was memorizing my face. You're lying, I say, but my voice has no strength behind it. I wish I was, he says, and he actually sounds like he means it. Would make this whole situation less pathetic. The betrayal hits me like a physical blow. I can't breathe, can't think. Marcus, my Marcus, the man I loved, the man I'd been willing to die for. He'd sold me out. He'd used me as insurance, as a guarantee, as something expendable. And Mira, oh God, Mira. He left her, I whisper, the realization crashing over me like the waves against the cliff below. He left her alone because he knew you were coming for me. He left her there so she'd follow me, so she'd... My voice breaks. so she'd watch. Possibly, the Don agrees. Or maybe he's just a coward who couldn't face what he'd done. Hard to say with men like that. I look up at him, this stranger who holds my life and my daughter's life in his hands. Please, I say one more time, but it's different now. I'm not begging for my life anymore. I'm begging for understanding, for mercy, for something I don't even have a name for. Please, don't make her watch. Don't make her see. She still believes in fairy tales. Please. The Don studies me for a long moment. Then he turns to his men. Take the girl to the car. Make sure she's comfortable. Give her something to drink. She's not to be harmed. No, Mira screams. Mommy! Mommy! Baby, it's okay, I call to her, though my voice is shaking so badly I can barely get the words out. Be brave for Mommy, okay? Be brave. As they carry her away, her screams fading into the storm, the Don crouches down in front of me again. I'm going to tell you something, he says quietly, and you're going to listen carefully. Are you listening? I nod, numb. Your husband is a dead man. He betrayed the Russian mafia, he betrayed my organization, and he betrayed you. There's no coming back from that. But you, he pauses, you loved him. Stupidly, foolishly, but you loved him. And that little girl loves you. So I'm going to give you a choice. I stare at him, afraid to hope.
You can die here, tonight, on this cliff. Quick and clean. Your daughter grows up in foster care, maybe, or with some distant relative. She grows up knowing her father was a traitor and her mother died because of it. He pauses, letting that sink in. Or, he continues, you can work for me. Pay off your husband's debt with your service. It'll take years, maybe the rest of your life. But your daughter gets to keep her mother. She gets to grow up knowing she fought for her. She gets to have a life. What kind of work? I ask, though I already know it doesn't matter. There's no choice here. There never was. The kind where you use that clever mind that helped your husband steal from me in the first place, he says with a slight smile. I can always use someone smart, someone loyal, someone who knows what's really worth fighting for. I think of Mira's face, her smile, the way she calls me Mummy like it's the most important word in the world. I'll do it. I say, whatever you want, I'll do it. The Don stands, offering me his hand. I take it, letting him pull me to my feet. My legs are shaking, but I force myself to stand straight. Good, he says. Now let's get you out of this rain. Your daughter is probably wondering where her mother is. As we walk toward the cars, leaving the cliff and its promises of a quick death behind, I realize something. Marcus didn't just betray me. He didn't just use me as collateral. He underestimated me. He thought I'd break. He thought I'd crumble. But I'm still standing, and I'm going to make damn sure my daughter has a better life than the one her father tried to leave her with, even if I have to sell my soul to the devil to do it. The safe house smells like leather and expensive cigars. I'm sitting on a chair that probably cost more than my entire apartment, but I can't feel anything except the colds that settled into my bones. They've brought me dry clothes, a soft cashmere sweater, and clean jeans that fit perfectly, which somehow makes everything worse. Someone measured me. Someone planned this. Sophia is in the next room. I can hear her soft breathing through the baby monitor on the table. She cried herself to sleep 20 minutes ago, calling for me, calling for her daddy. Each sob felt like a knife twisting in my chest. The Mafia Don sits across from me, perfectly still, watching me with those calculating eyes. He hasn't said much since we left the cliff, just brought me here, had his people tend to Sophia, and now we're sitting in this terrible silence. You need to eat something, he says finally, pushing a plate of food toward me. I stare at it. My stomach churns. I'm not hungry. You're in shock. You need to eat. I said I'm not hungry. My voice comes out sharper than I intended. He leans back in his chair, unbothered. Suit yourself. But you're going to need your strength for what comes next. What comes next? I laugh, and it sounds bitter even to my own ears. What possibly comes next? You've taken everything. My life, my freedom, my... Your husband exists, the Don says calmly. He's just a coward and a traitor. There's a difference. I want to defend Marcus. I want to say he's not those things, that there must be some explanation, some reason. But the words die in my throat because deep down, I know the truth now. I've been living in a fantasy, loving a ghost, believing in a man who never existed. I stare at it like it's a snake. What? Your husband. You need to call him. Why would I? Because I need him to come back, the Don says simply. And he'll come back for you, for Sophia. He has to. Otherwise, everything he's done means nothing. I shake my head. You don't understand. Marcus would never... He wouldn't sacrifice us. There must be some mistake. The plan was that I'd distract you while he got Sophia to safety. He promised me. The Don's laugh is cold and humorless. What type of fool are you? The words sting more than they should. He loves us. He loves Sophia. He wouldn't... Wouldn't what? The Don leans forward, his eyes hard. Wouldn't use his own wife and daughter as collateral? Wouldn't trade you to save his own skin? He reaches into his jacket and pulls out a folder, throwing it on the table between us. See for yourself. My hands tremble as I open it. Inside are documents, contracts, photographs. And there, in Marcus's handwriting, I see the words that destroy me. If I fail to honor this agreement, I offer my family as guarantee. Sophia Bennett, Elena Bennett, age 28. They are innocent of my dealings. Do with them as you see fit. Below the text are photos. Sophia at her preschool, her little face bright with laughter. Me at the grocery store, completely unaware I was being watched. Our apartment building. Our car. No. The word comes out as a whisper. No, no, no. This can't be real. Marcus wouldn't... He did, the Don says flatly. This man, who you think loves you, he photographed your daughter at school. He documented your daily routines. He handed you over like you were nothing, like you were chess pieces he could sacrifice to save himself. The paper slipped from my hands, scattering across the table. I can't breathe, can't think. The room is spinning and I'm drowning in the realization that everything was a lie. If he can sacrifice his own family, what makes you think he won't sacrifice you personally? Who are you that he cannot sacrifice if he's already proven he'll sacrifice everyone else? Stop, I whisper. Please stop. Call him. I can't call him now. The Don's voice is steel. Or I'll have my men wake your daughter and bring her in here. Let her see what her father's betrayal has cost her mother. My hand shoots out, grabbing the phone. Don't you dare bring her into this more than she already is. Then call him. My finger shakes so badly I can barely dial. I know Marcus's number by heart. I've called it 1,000 times with love and laughter and ordinary moments. Now each digit feels like a betrayal of myself. The phone rings once, twice, 3 times. Elena? Marcus's voice comes through and it sounds wrong, nervous, guilty. Baby, are you okay? Where are you? Where am I? I laugh, and it's a horrible broken sound. Where am I, Marcus? I'm sitting across from the man who's gonna kill me because my husband sold me out. Where are you? Elena, listen to me. No, you listen to me. My voice is rising, hysteria creeping in at the edges. What about our plan, Marcus? You said if I distracted the mafia boss, you'd get Sophia to safety. You promised me, you looked me in the eye and promised me our daughter would be safe. So where is she, Marcus? Is Sophia safe? There's a pause. Too long. Too guilty. I went to pick her up, he says finally. I went to the school. You went to the school, I repeat numbly. Yes, and she wasn't there, so I'm going to her after-school program and then I'll bring her home. And baby, I promise we'll figure this out. You're lying. The words come out flat and certain. You're lying to me right now, just like you've been lying all along. I swear. The Don holds up his hand and another phone is brought to him. He answers it, listens for a moment, then looks at me with something that might be sympathy or might be satisfaction. I can't tell anymore.
Just so you know, the Don says clearly, loud enough for Marcus to hear through my phone. My people just spotted your husband at the airport. He's not going to any school. He's leaving the country. The world stops. Marcus? My voice is barely a whisper. Marcus, tell me that's not true. Tell me you're not at the airport. Tell me you're going to get our daughter. Tell me. The line goes dead. He hung up on me. Something inside me shatters. It's not clean or neat or even painful at first. It's just empty. A void where my heart used to be, where my trust and love and entire future used to live. Then the rage hits. I scream, a raw, primal sound that tears from my throat. I grab the plate of food and hurl it across the room. It smashes against the wall, porcelain and pasta exploding everywhere. I grab the folder, the photos, everything on the table and throw them, rip them, destroy them. 4 years. I'm screaming now, tears streaming down my face. 4 fucking years. I gave you everything. I loved you. I trusted you. I had your child. I would have died for you. The Don's men move toward me, but he waves them back. I was willing to die for you tonight. I grab a glass and throw it. I stood on that cliff and I was happy because I thought I was saving you. I thought our daughter would have her father. I thought... My voice breaks completely. I sink to the floor, my whole body shaking with sobs. I thought you loved me. I thought we were a family. I thought... Strong arms wrap around me, pulling me against a solid chest. The Don. He's kneeling on the floor with me, holding me while I fall completely apart. I know, he says quietly, his voice surprisingly gentle. I know it hurts. He left her, I sob into his expensive shirt. He left Sophia alone, our baby. She's 4 years old and he left her alone because he knew you were coming for me and he left her there. So she'd follow me, I can't finish the sentence. Breathe, the Don orders softly. You need to breathe. I can't. Yes, you can. His hand comes up to the back of my head, holding me steady. Because your daughter needs you to. Because Sophia is asleep in the next room, and she's going to wake up tomorrow, needing her mother to be strong. So breathe. I try. I force air into my lungs, even though every breath feels like swallowing glass. He's really gone, I whisper.
He's really leaving us. Yes. And he never loved me. The Don is quiet for a moment, then says, I don't know if he loved you or not, but I know he's a coward who chose himself over his family, and that's all that matters now. I pull back slightly, looking up at him through tears. You're going to kill me, aren't you? Once you catch him, once you get what you want, you're going to kill me too? He reaches up and wipes a tear from my cheek with his thumb, the gesture startlingly intimate. No. Why not? Because you're not your husband, he says simply. The enmity is between me and him. He stole from my organization. He traded what he stole with the Russian mafia. Then he stole from them and traded with the FBI. Do you know what that cost me? I shake my head. Money, yes. Connections, definitely. But more than that, his jaw tightens. That incident cost me men, good men, who had families, who had daughters, who had children, just like Sophia. Their wives are widows now. Their children are fatherless, all because your husband decided his freedom was worth more than their lives. I didn't know, I whisper. I swear I didn't know. I believe you. He lets go of me, standing and offering his hand again. But I need something from you, he continues, his tone becoming businesslike again. What?
Your husband owes a debt, a massive debt. And while I can't collect from him directly right now, I can collect from you. You work for me, you pay off what he owes, and Sophia gets to grow up with her mother. That's the deal. And if I refuse? His eyes are hard again. Then you're complicit in your husband's crimes, and I treat you accordingly. It's not really a choice. It never was. What do you need me to do? For now, he glances toward the door where Sophia sleeps. Be a mother. Your daughter is going to wake up tomorrow in a strange place, scared and confused. She'll need you to be strong for her. Can you do that? I think of Sophia's face, her smile, the way she calls me mummy like it's the most precious word in the world. Yes, I say. I can do that. Good. He hands me a handkerchief, actual cloth monogrammed with his initials. Clean yourself up. Get some rest. Tomorrow we'll discuss the details of your new employment. I take the handkerchief, dabbing at my eyes. The tears won't stop, but at least I can breathe again. Why are you being kind to me? I ask quietly. After everything, why not just... He interrupts. I told you. You're not your husband. You loved the wrong person, trusted the wrong man. That makes you a fool, but not a criminal. And I don't punish people for being fools. I punish people for betrayal. And your husband is going to learn exactly what that punishment looks like. After he leaves, I sink back into the chair, clutching his handkerchief. It smells like expensive cologne and violence, and somehow, impossibly, safety. My phone buzzes. A text from Marcus. I'm sorry. 2 words. That's all I get. 2 words after 4 years, after a child, after he sold us out and ran. I delete it. Then I delete his number. Then I go into the room where Sophia sleeps. Climb into the small bed beside her. Sophia's small hand grips mine as I kneel beside her bed. Mummy, she whispers, her voice trembling. I'm scared. I pull her closer, breathing in the scent of her strawberry shampoo. Don't be scared, baby. Mummy's here. But that man, her blue eyes, my eyes, are wide with fear. That man outside is wicked, Mummy. He's scary. No, sweetheart. I smooth her hair back from her forehead, the way I've done 1,000 times before. She looks at me like she doesn't believe me, and honestly, I'm not sure I believe myself, but I need her to feel safe, even if nothing is safe anymore. Mummy? Her voice gets even smaller. Is Papa going to die? The question pierces me through like a bullet. I want to tell her the truth, that I don't know, that I don't care, that her father is already dead to me. She still believes her daddy hung the moon. No, baby, I lie smoothly. Your father will be alive. Are you sure? She clutches my hand tighter. Because he promised he wouldn't leave me. He promised, Mummy, and now he's gone. My throat constricts. She knows. She knows he broke his promise. She knows he left. I know he said he wouldn't leave you. I whisper, pulling her into my arms. I know, baby girl. She burrows into me, her small body fitting perfectly against mine the way it had since the day she was born. Within minutes, her breathing evens out, and she's asleep again, trusting me to keep her safe in a world that's suddenly become dangerous. I stay there for a long time, just holding her, memorizing the weight of her in my arms. Tomorrow, everything changes again. Tomorrow, I become someone I never thought I'd be. A knock at the door makes me carefully extract myself from Sophia's grip. I tuck the blanket around her and slip out of the room, closing the door softly behind me. The Don stands in the hallway, dressed in a black suit that probably cost more than my car. His expression is unreadable. "We found him," he says. "He's at the airport. His plane boards in 45 minutes. My heart slams against my ribs. "You're going to stop him?" "Yes. I'm coming with you." His eyebrows rise slightly. "That's not necessary." "I'm coming with you," I repeat, my voice harder now. I need to see him. I need to look him in his face and tell him exactly how fucked up and stupid he is. My voice breaks. I need him to see what he's done. The Don studies me for a long moment. Something flickers in his eyes. Surprise, maybe, or respect. "Your daughter? We'll stay here with your people. She's safe. She's asleep. But I'm going." I meet his gaze steadily. "You said the enmity is between you and him, but it's between me and him too now, so I'm going." A slow smile spreads across his face. "I guess you're not as much of a fool as I thought." "Thanks," I say dryly. "That's exactly what every woman wants to hear." He actually laughs at that, a genuine sound that transforms his face for a moment. "Get your coat. We leave in 5 minutes." The airport is chaos, people rushing with luggage, announcements blaring overhead, the smell of coffee and anxiety thick in the air. The Don's men have already tracked Marcus to his gate. International terminal. Flight to Singapore. One-way ticket. The plane is boarding now, one of the men says quietly to the Don. Gate 42. We move through the crowd like shadows. The Don's presence parts people without him saying a word. There's something about him that screams danger, that makes ordinary people instinctively step aside. I see Marcus before he sees me. He's sitting in the waiting area, his leg bouncing nervously, checking his phone every few seconds. He looks tired, guilty, but also relieved, like he's already convinced himself he's escaped. My hands start shaking. Anger floods through me like gasoline, hot and volatile and ready to ignite. The Don's hand touches my elbow gently. "Are you sure about this?" I nod, not trusting my voice. We approach, and suddenly Marcus looks up. His face goes white. "Elena?" He stands abruptly, his phone clattering to the ground. "Elena, what are you—" I walk right up to him and slap him across the face as hard as I can. The sound echoes through the terminal. Several people turn to stare. I don't care. 4 years, I say, my voice shaking with rage. 4 years, Marcus. 4 fucking years of my life. "Elena, please, let me explain." He reaches for me, but I step back, and suddenly the Don is there, a solid presence behind me. Don't touch her, the Don says quietly, and Marcus's hand drops immediately. Who the hell are you? Marcus demands, but his voice wavers. He knows. Of course he knows. I'm the man whose organization you stole from and whose men you got killed. But right now, I'm just here to watch. This moment belongs to her. Marcus's eyes dart between us, desperate and trapped. Elena, baby, you have to understand. Understand what? I laugh, and it's a horrible sound. That you used me? That you used our daughter? That you photographed Sophia at school and handed her over like she was merchandise? I had no choice. You had every choice. I'm screaming now, tears streaming down my face. You could have told me. You could have trusted me. You could have protected us. Instead, my voice breaks. Instead, you sacrificed us. You threw us away to save yourself. I was trying to protect you. Liar! The word rips from my throat. You were trying to protect yourself. Sophia was alone, Marcus. Our daughter was alone in that apartment, terrified because you left her there. You left her there knowing what would happen. His face crumbles. I thought if I got away, I could send for you both later. You thought wrong. I pull something from my pocket. The knife the Don gave me before we left. Small, sharp, deadly. Do you know what I wanted to do when I found out what you did? Marcus's eyes go wide, fixed on the blade. I wanted to kill you myself, I whisper, stepping closer. The tip of the knife presses against his chest, right over his heart. I wanted to hurt you the way you hurt me. The way you hurt Sophia. Elena, please. But I can't. Tears are streaming down my face now. I can't. Because you're her father. Because she still loves you, even though you don't deserve it. Because she asked me tonight if you were going to die, and I lied to her. I told her you'd be alive. I press the knife harder, and he gasps. You have serious luck that I have a child with you. Serious luck, Marcus. Because if it was just me, if it was just my heart you destroyed, I would kill you right here and smile while I did it. I'm sorry, he sobs. Elena, I'm so sorry. You sacrificed our child for your own selfish interests, I say, my voice dead now. You looked at Sophia, our baby, the little girl who thinks you hung the moon, and you decided she was an acceptable loss. What kind of monster does that? You never meant to get caught, I correct him. That's all. You meant everything else. The Don steps forward then, and his men appear from the shadows. Marcus starts backing away, but there's nowhere to go. Please, Marcus begs, looking at me. Please, Elena, don't let them... Don't let them what? I ask coldly. Don't let them do to you what you tried to do to us? Why should I save you, Marcus? Give me one good reason. He opens his mouth, but nothing comes out. There is no good reason. We both know it. The Don's men grab Marcus by the arms. He starts struggling, shouting, drawing attention from everyone in the terminal. Elena, please, I love you. I love Sophia. Please. I turn away. I can't look at him anymore. Can't bear to see the face of the man I loved twisted with fear and lies. Take him, the Don says calmly to his men. The Russians are expecting him. As they drag Marcus away, his screams echo through the terminal. Elena, please don't do this. Elena! I stand there, shaking, the knife still in my hand. The Don gently takes it from me, folding my fingers closed. It's done, he says quietly. Is it? I look up at him. Is it really done? For you? Yes. He guides me toward the exit. He'll answer for what he's done. The Russian mafia does not forgive betrayal. But that's not your concern anymore. We're in the car, driving through the dark city streets when he speaks again. The debt. The one your husband owed. Consider it paid. I turn to him, confused. What?
The Russians have him. That's payment enough. You and your daughter are free to go. Free to start over wherever you want. I don't understand. Your husband was a betrayer, he says, glancing at me. But you're not, and I don't punish innocent people. He pauses. However, if you choose to stay, there's a place for you in my organization. You're smart, resourceful, and you clearly have more spine than I initially gave you credit for. I stare out the window, watching the city blur past. What would I do? Whatever you're good at. Accounting, maybe. Strategy. I could use someone who thinks the way you do, and Sophia would be protected. Always. Why? Why would you do that? He's quiet for a moment, then says, Maybe I like seeing your daughter's brown eyes. You and your daughter's beautiful brown eyes that look at the world with hope still intact. It's refreshing. Despite everything, I almost smile. That's the nicest thing anyone said to me today. The bar is admittedly low. This time I do smile, just a little. When we arrive back at the safe house, Sophia is still sleeping peacefully. I stand in the doorway watching her, this perfect little person who still believes in goodness despite everything. I'll stay, I say quietly, and the Don, who's standing beside me, nods. I thought you might. But I have conditions. Of course you do. He sounds amused. Sophia comes first, always. Her safety, her happiness, her future, that's non-negotiable. Agreed. And I want to know everything. No more secrets, no more games. If I'm doing this, I'm doing it with my eyes open. Fair enough. I turn to look at him. Why are you really doing this? The truth. He meets my gaze steadily. Because the world has enough broken children, and because you remind me that not everyone in this business loses their humanity. He pauses. Also, you're right, you are smart, and I don't waste assets. How flattering. I'm a practical man, but there's a warmth in his voice now, something almost like friendship. I turn back to Sophia, watching her chest rise and fall with each peaceful breath. What happens now? Now, the Don considers. Now you sleep. Tomorrow you figure out how to explain to your daughter that her life has changed, and the day after that, you start learning how to survive in this world. Just like that? Just like that. I think about everything that's happened in the last 24 hours. Yesterday morning, I woke up as Elena Bennett, wife and mother living an ordinary life. Tonight, I'm someone else entirely. Someone harder. Someone who held a knife to her husband's chest. Someone who chose survival over sentiment. It's strange, I say softly, how your whole life can change in a single day. That's life, the Don says. One day you're one person. The next day you're someone else entirely. The trick is figuring out which version of yourself you want to be. I look down at my hands, the same hands that held Marcus when we first met, that held Sophia when she was born, that held a knife tonight without hesitation. I guess we'll find out, I say. I guess we will. He leaves me there, standing in the doorway, watching my daughter sleep. Tomorrow, I'll figure out how to explain this new reality to her. Tomorrow, I'll start building a new life from the ashes of the old one. But tonight, I just breathe. Tonight, I let myself feel everything. The betrayal, the anger, the fear, the strange, unexpected hope. And somewhere in Singapore, a plane takes off without its passenger, and I don't feel anything at all. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing stories from this channel. Comment below, what would you do if you were in the mother's shoes? Also comment where you are working from. You can also check out our other videos. Bye.